the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement.
Welcome, everybody. All excited to have everybody on board. Thank you all for making it. Thank you. Let's go, people. Thank you all for making it. Let's go. We'll kick off in the next few minutes. Thank you, everybody. Let's get everybody else to jump in real quick. This is going to be an exciting topic we can all relate with. This is the era and the world of AI. So let's talk about the future real quick. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you, Ice. Thank you, Rimpi. Thank you, Labanji. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. If you don't mind, just type something. Hi. What part of the world are you logging in from? Big DC, Dallas, Texas. Let's go, people. What part of the world are you logging in from? Let's see. All right. Hey, what's up, Paul? Hi, Abiku. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We'll pick up in a minute. Thank you all for joining. Next 30 minutes, we want to make it one of the most eventful time of the day. Frisco, the house. Washington, D.C. Thank you. Thank you, Lincoln. Awesome. Let's see what part of the world you're logging in from. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Music for a minute. Thank you all. Clearing the house. Awesome. Oh, let's go, Isaac. Ghana in the house. Thank you. DTX in the house. Indianapolis. Thank you. Lagos in the house. Let's go. All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time. The goal today is, in a few minutes, to make you a little bit more knowledgeable about an area that the world has, it's the biggest thing out there. I'm sure most of us will agree at the moment. And what we do in our community, we are in no means claiming to be experts in AI. AI is really new for everybody, especially the adoption in terms of use cases all over the world. So it's pretty new. So I'm not claiming to be an authority in everything AI. But one thing I know, it's a huge need globally. So because of that, there is a huge demand for oversight around it. It's almost like the way social media started. Everybody just went crazy because we had no clue how to regulate and provide some oversight around it. So it's the same thing for AI. So within our community, we decided it's okay. A lot of us are in security, compliance, audit, whatever your story is. The common trend today is the fear of all of these AI models around. There are so many models out there. A lot of us are very familiar with the likes of ChatGPT and the model it's using. We have the likes of Cloudy. We have the likes of Perplexity, Copilot, Google Bard. There are so many big ones out there. As a matter of fact, you can actually download a large language model for yourself and customize it also. So the world has changed crazy. The goal today is to give you an idea, an insight into what the world of AI is getting into and understand why it's important to implement security around it. In our program starting this Saturday, the information session is to give you an idea of what to expect. It's a 2 weeks program, but honestly, for every one of us, you're going to get out of this program with the confidence to say, you know what, I know those documentation typically required for auditing a large learning model in AI and to make you comfortable. Now, we can all agree, it's not whether you like it or not. You still need to be in compliance with regulation. So let's quickly go into it real quick, and I'll share my screen. And if you have questions along the line, feel free. For all of us not registered for the internship program, just go to academy.skillwith or skillwith.com and register. It's free internship. At the minimum, it will be part of your tool to speak intelligent in an interview. An interviewer would ask you, all right, tell me a little bit of what's your knowledge of security around large language model. I want you to be the person, he or she, that would articulate effectively, make your leadership comfortable. As a matter of fact, let me be honest, you educate them because none of us really know anything right now. So it's really cool. So it's nice to see pioneers. You're going to be pioneers for sure because everybody's still learning. Nobody really has a grasp of it yet. But if you position yourself now, you're going to be the top dog really in the field. That's the way it's going to be. And everything is about timing and opportunity. So jump on it. Make sure you know it well. Be part of it. Don't play games with it. Okay. Make sure you are very engaged in the process. Every document required to be successful, we've put it together. And I'll show you in a bit, share my screen, and we can just get going and have fun with this together. All right, let's get started real quick. So I put some documents in terms of general information, education a little bit for most of us, and just have fun with it. In the internship, we get proper into the use case, the hands-on project, and really enjoy it. Okay, let's go. So let's explore the future of AI. The internship kicks off 13th of July, 9:30 a.m. It's going to be in the morning, so get ready, Central Time. One thing I would challenge everybody, please be mindful. We would never call you for a Zoom call. Beware of scammers out there. People will call you and say, hey, this is from us. So be mindful. If anyone calls you, just know they are losers and just drop the call, report them to WhatsApp also. Akin Badakfewa, I'm honored to be one of the mentors on our platform. Today, you don't care about this, you care about jumping into the field. Let's get in. So, in general, machines typically mimic how human intelligence process learning in general. So, this has been something that has been evolving over time. You would have heard of things like deep learning, rule-based system learning, decision making, problem solving skills. The old concept around it, at the end of the day, most of us don't care about all the key technical details, but we know that we can train a machine to learn and reason and start behaving in certain pattern that you and I behave, especially for repeatable tasks. So for example, if I provide report to my leadership every week, I can train a machine to start behaving in the same way. As a matter of fact, before AI became so big, we used to use robotic process automation, whereby you can train certain process step by step to make machine do it. AI took it to a different crazy world. For some of us that have been part of our AI and you community, you understand some of those use cases, they are scary, they are crazy. Maybe today I'll sneak in some use case, you'll see the way some of these tools are used. You will see how AI is analyzing our facial expression. You will see how it's making a lot of work so easy. It's crazy. At a point, you start wondering, are you going to be relevant? I get it. But most of us will be relevant if we position ourselves as early adopters. So what are the applications? We know healthcare is a big one. Finance is a big one. Transportation is a big one. Every facet of your life, whatever industry you are in today, I guarantee you, AI is being introduced gradually. Now, the scary part, I think, is in the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years, probably 5 years to be precise in my mind, is when you see the big stakeholders in terms of process improvement and the likes of big organizations that are in consulting start thinking of coming to organization to create efficiency. That gets crazy because that is the code word to say instead of hiring 10 people, you can just use one person. That is crazy. And let's be honest, we're going to get there because leadership always find a way to save. So if you tell me, yeah, you know what, I can save you 90%, you would probably say yes, right? So that's going to happen. There's nothing we're going to do about it because it's a business first. Always remember that, okay? So that's the big one. The types of AI, I'll just remember again. I'm in no means trying to say I'm an authority in AI. Likewise, most people can never say that really because of the use cases, the evolving nature of AI. I follow the trend every week. It's crazy. Nobody has a clue where it's going. But one thing we know, there should be some oversight. There should be security around it. There should be a way we can apply audit and make sure people are safeguarding the right thing. That's where we want to focus on really and say, okay, do your crazy, but we want to make sure every one of those live learning model, the way they articulate and pull data, we want to make sure that it's following common sense security controls. My mandate is to protect my organization at the end of the day, right? So very important. So generally we have the narrow AI. Mostly it's going to be specifically to task. Those are, not as advanced. Now we have the general AI. Some of us would hear, generative AI now getting bigger with all our chat GPT models. There's the super intelligent AI. We are not at that stage yet. This is going to be more like human reasoning. It gets crazy. This is the one we are all afraid of, that it will take over humanity. We are not at that stage yet, so don't freak out yet. But that is what the news is all about, really. That hey, we are getting to super AI. For now, let's even take it step by step. One thing I know for sure is if we are not on the table, we'll be part of the menu. So our strategy is to make sure we are very involved, we know what's going on, and be ahead of the curve in terms of the trend out there. Some general technology, like we mentioned before, machine learning. This is really, how the system learns and improves through experience over time. Some folks focus on this fully. There's the neural network. This is inspired by the way the human brain process complex data, the pattern of behavior, and it's magical the way these tools have evolved so crazy. The adoption in 2021, or is it 2022, November, just was crazy, right? With OpenAI then, and it's getting much more robust. The use case is what we care about, at least for me. The uses for our clients, for our key customers, and to see how they can be safeguarded, the use cases. So my mind is more wired around that. Okay, how is it used right now? So it's a big deal out there. Ethical consideration, this is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, think about this for a second. Last few days, we brought one of our mentors, Obi. She's a professor of in North Denton, University of North Denton, right, in Texas. And she was telling us about one of the times she was playing around an AI model, and the AI model came back first, not as a black female. Second, it made a male that was bowed headed, right? So you could know that that was a bias in the AI model, the way the data was imputed. So it's so critical to understand that bias can be introduced into AI. Now you can ask me, how does it apply to you and I? It does, because think about it. When we talk about loan application, mortgage application, financial application, then it becomes something that is tied to our livelihood, employment record. So it's a big deal. The second one is privacy concern. At the end of the day, all of us are using this model. We're training it out in the different model out there. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We need to think about the privacy implication also, because at the end of the day, I don't want my data thrown out there anywhere. So I want to make sure there's some oversight around it. Just the same way social media came crazy, and we almost lost control of it until the Congress and the Senate started passing a lot of laws to make sure that at least we can be ahead of the curve. Accountability in AI is equally important. Now, when there is a violation of ethical concern, privacy concern, what is the oversight and accountability that is baked into it also? That's a big one. Automation, like we said, there's going to be a lot of job displacement. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you feel the same way. In the past, if you had to get somebody to write a blog for you, it might take a week to write series of blogs. Ladies and gentlemen, now you can write those blogs yourself in probably 30 minutes. Crazy. So things have changed. Efficiency and productivity transition challenges. So now we're talking about every process you have today, you can automate and keep it so much efficient. And if you're a business person, your first mindset is efficiency, productivity, and ultimately increasing your revenue, right? At the end of the day. So most people would align to this in the future. Healthcare is crazy right now. Believe it or not, in the next few months, mark my words, you'll start seeing a lot of breakthrough in technology and in healthcare in terms of clinical research and the speed of diagnosis. It's crazy because all of this large data model that would have taken humans years to figure out, AI is currently being trained to make sure they can help figure out some of the molecule combination, the compound combination within healthcare, and even the research itself, the safety, the integrity of the data. So AI is really helping in this space. So in the next 1 year or plus, I am curious to see the difference in the volume of discovery in research compared to before AI. I think it's going to be potentially astronomical. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So that is for healthcare, just crazy right now. The data is just unreal, the way it's boosting research right now. So I think it's a good thing. Finance, we can all agree, it's amazing in terms of predictive analytics. For those people that do trading, it's amazing how precise it can be People are using those AI models to even do trading, stock trading right now. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying people are using it. Fraud detection, the way it analyzes pattern right now, it's unreal. Humans cannot get close to it. Then, of course, risk management. The way risk is managed, it can come up and analyze risk in any kind of situation. A good example is if there is a pattern of employee working 8 to 5, typical, and suddenly employee starts working middle of the night, weekend, it can trigger a pattern to say, hey, this is a behavioral pattern because AI can put some predictive analytics. Insider risk also, there's so much the AI model can do to predict and help us to detect fraud in general. Education, it's a no-brainer, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it right now. A lot of platform now, students can do faster research. You can write your white paper quicker. Educators have realized it's time to face the reality. You can't stop people from using this research tool. It's just to work with AI tools to better have collective ways in which students can equally be fast and productive, but ultimately reach the goal in terms of their research. Support of students also, even right now, AI is helping to guide with career paths. It's insane, supporting of career path, mental awareness, mental health, people that have issues struggling with work. AI is now being trained to be like your research assistant, teaching assistant to help you solve problems. So it's just amazing in that space also right now. Creativity, we can agree right now. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. And I'll show you all today before we leave. I'll show you two sites that is fun. Suno.ai, if you've never heard of it, it is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be surprised. Today, go to suno.ai, suno.ai, and I'll probably show it as a way to just kind of sneak in our AI and use session. We do that for most of our program every other day. But it's amazing because really you will learn and see some crazy cool things that will make you almost start chuckling that, oh my god, this is crazy, you can't believe it, because this is some some serious stuff right now. Because right now you have all of these AI models that are doing some things that humanity would have never believed in some years, some years past, that is this possible, we could have ever thought about. It's just unreal. So, and I'll show you guys before we leave some tools I've seen out there that will blow your mind. That wow, okay, now you will know why it's important to order this. You can create your music right now. If you're an Afro beat fan, reggae fan, blues, classical, you can do that today and take credit that, oh man, you are creative. Crazy. You can do psychoanalysis of people. I can look at you if I'm doing a Zoom meeting and start psychoanalyzing you. You guys will see it. It's crazy. It will blow your mind. We can create image. We all know that. We can create PowerPoint. It's oof. You will see it tonight in the next few minutes. But let's quickly jump in. Future trends in AI. Honestly, it's something all of us cannot even fathom yet. At the moment, it's just crazy. The quickest we can think is start implementing regulation around it so that we can at least um, get ahead of it, not make it go out of hand. Social media, I think at a point went out of hand. So the US Senate Congress had to start passing laws every second just to get ahead of it. So this time people are more proactive to say, hey, we're not going to let this go crazy before we quickly jump on it, okay? Challenges ahead, of course, like everything else, transparency is a big one. Security is a monster, and that's why we're here. The fact that the technology right now, the accessibility, thankfully, it's there. But for the large learning model, we need more inclusiveness from every part of the world so that there will be less bias in it. For Africans, for example, it's important to also think around having LLM that cater around those audiences. For Asians, for minority represented places, it's important to have people that are also looking out for those models for those community also. Very important, because if not, it's going to be something that will become a crisis later. What are the key things we care about in terms of auditing these large learning models? Let's talk about that for a second. Why do we need to audit those models? Number one, you need to ensure the accuracy and reliability of those models. Understand if there are biases and ethical issues. Then what are the compliance with regulation? It's not optional. You have to be in compliance or else the regulators will come for you. The Europeans don't play games at all. California don't play game, and so many individual states in North America now take it serious. So it means you could potentially be fined billions of dollars. Now, always remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's a business first. So if I'm running a business and I'm getting fined billions of dollars, guess what's going to happen in a bit? I can guarantee you, you start seeing people lay off. For some reason, you and I, it's obvious. The board and stockholders or shareholders would want to always make profit, right? So they'll lay off people if there's excessive fine. So it's a big deal. Key components in large learning model auditing, data integrity, model performance, the bias and fairness, compliance and ethics. Every one of these pieces we are going to talk about in the internship program. So that's going to be exciting. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. What is the process? We'll talk about the defining, the scope and objective, collection and analysis, model evaluation, security assessment. We'll do a lot of assessment. The assessment is going to be fun. We work as a team, as a group. So you will take the credit to say, you know what, you've worked on auditing a large learning model, AI model, which is great. So make sure you're part of it. We'll get into the security side of it, the data security, access control, monitoring and logging. Don't overthink it. We're saying what are the security you implement if you have this large learning model. It's fair to say, how do you grant access to people that use those models? It's fair to say, is there proper encryption with the data there, right? Then monitoring and logging. We're saying, okay, are we monitoring in general the large learning model? I think we can agree at the end of the day, we have to monitor it. What makes somebody ingest a malicious file into your model? So we have to be very careful and make sure that the security is properly done in this model. Very important. And like we said earlier on, encryption, make sure that all the data are properly encrypted. Data anonymization, meaning remove all personal identification information. If it's healthcare, personal health information also. So any kind of data that can tie a person to their profile, then we should make sure it's just not available there, because the fine is going to be crazy, especially if it's European member state person. It's even going to be crazier. So be very mindful of that. Data integrity to ensure that none of the data model is altered. Think about the current trend right now in cyber warfare all over the world. One of the first things people would be happy to do is to put malicious file and data into your large learning model, and it will start interpreting garbage and rubbish or biased information. And that's enough to disrupt any society in general. Access control, like we said, there should be proper role-based access, meaning grant access based on role, multi-factor authentication to make sure that there is either text sent or an authenticator used. Least privilege principle, don't give people access to what they don't need. As simple as that. Nothing fancy there. The monitoring is so important. Most times in real time, we're tracking your AI activities. If there's any anomaly detected, we want to make sure the pattern is caught up immediately. Then we want to make sure we are continuously checking the logs, checking if there's anything awkward or malicious in the logs we have out there. Some general best practice we can agree: security audits are important. Every environment will do a security assessment or an audit. Then, of course, there should be an incident response plan. In the words of the CEO of Cisco some years back, he said, there are two types of company: those that have been attacked and those that have been attacked, but they are not aware they've been attacked. So everyone is going to be attacked, including the big players. It doesn't matter who you are, right? The question is that when you are attacked, will you be ready, right? Then we need to keep updating and continuously installing patches. So if there's a need for an update, don't ever push it aside. Immediately updates, updates, updates all the time, or else we could miss some key security fixes that has been sent to your organization. All right, in general, what are the key takeaways? At the end of the day, we can agree there must be some ethical consideration at every point in time. It's not enough to say I have all these large learning models. We have to be ethical about it. We have to make sure there's accountability, there's transparency in the process as a whole. If we don't do that, then definitely it's going to be a moving time bomb for any organization that refuses to do that, because that's going to be a very big potential crisis waiting to happen for those organizations. All right. So I look forward to having you all in the program. I think you would love it. Don't miss it. If you've not registered already, make sure you go and register. Very, very important. Make sure you go and register, and just have fun. And this is going to be a very transformational experience for a lot of us, because at the moment right now it is new for everybody. So it's just going to be a good one that we can all leverage and be the early adopters. I think that's just the beautiful part of it. All of us are going to be early adopters of this technology, and we are going to be in the forefront in terms of talking intelligent about it, in terms of being the ones to um, be the trusted advisors within your organization, which I think is just amazing. So take advantage of it big time. Now, before we go, let me see if you have questions. Feel free. I want to just show you guys something real quick. This is going to be crazy. You would appreciate everything we are saying for the next few minutes. I'll just show you all something that I think is it's pretty cool. And this is just a tool out there. Some of you that are part of our community have seen this tool before, but we like to show it because you will see in real time that this is some serious stuff. So, for example, I would ask this it can capture in real time. It will capture in real time my camera, my facial expression. You can see me here, right? You guys will see the way this tool is called Umi.ai. If I'm frowning, it's going to psychoanalyze me. You can see so imagine you're striking a deal with a company right now, and they're psychoanalyzing you right now as they're talking. So they would know if you're, imagine it's for espionage, is the state department speaking to their counterparts out of the country. You are psychoanalyzing them as you're speaking with them. Even for those of you on this call, if we're on a Zoom call, I can put a plug in and start psychoanalyzing your expression. If you are retentive, if what I'm saying is garbage to you, I can analyze your facial expression in real time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this legal? Well, it depends on where this data is hosted and the laws around those environment too. But these are tools existing today. Check it out. Umi.ai, Hume.ai. You can check it out. Now, there are some other cool tools out there. And the reason I'm sharing this is so you can understand why it's important. We need to have people to provide some oversight, or else, man, it's going to be all crazy, crazy, crazy. So let me show you another one. This is another cool tool. You can come here, and actually you can create a song here. Suno.ai. Let me see if I'm sharing that screen right now. For those of you that are not aware of it, it's a tool out there that's pretty also cool. It's a tool you can use to actually just create songs. So you can come in and say, create a song, give a description and call it Afro beat with a lot of soul, and you can just say create. You can decide to make it instrumental. You can decide to upload an audio of your own song in your own voice. And this tool will start mirroring it the way, it understands. Now, look at this. It's generating 2 versions for me as we speak. So I'm saying all this to see the power of what the world is right now. We all agree, images you can do already, videos you can do, PowerPoint presentation you can actually do. I'll show you another one. So you can see why it's important to provide oversight, because this is going crazy, almost out of hand, right? So the question is, are you an early adopter, or you're sitting on the fence thinking it will not happen? It has happened already. Nothing you can do about it. People try to sue in California, the Hollywood folks, writers, to say, well, songs, they lost the cases for the most part of it, because at the end of the day, people would adopt this technology. It's not going to change. Let me play the song and you guys will listen to one of the songs. It's crazy, but this is just the reality of where we are right now. So if I play this, let's play this song, then I'll make you all, hopefully you're hearing it. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but yeah, that's the song, people.
Sunrise, a new day begins.
I hope you can hear it, but that's the song. We just generated the song. Now, think for a second. These are the power of those large training models that are doing so many crazy things. Now, I just became a musician. Right? Even though I don't sing, I can think and say, I want this kind of song. Now I have a song, Afro music. And nobody can sing it for me. All right, if you,
Hands
I
clap
mean,
the air,
some
it's
amazing stuff, right? So
sweet.
the point is that,
Love is here, nothing's fake.
all right,
Oh, we sway to the sound, then it lifts us off the ground.
all right. So you can tell that the options are just amazing, amazing. Somebody said those beats sound familiar. Okay, let's take some questions. If you have questions, feel free. Let's take the first one. Um, okay, I like this. Somebody said, is the internship for those with background in AI for both? It's for everybody. It doesn't matter what background you are, really. I'll tell you, at the end of the day, it's an asset for you to have extra skills and tools in your coffer. Whatever your background is, some of you are auditors already, some of you are product managers, some of you are program managers. Whatever your story is, this is a solid skill set to have. This is the future. Number one, it will give you the intelligence to speak very clearly on the risk around this model. That's the beautiful thing about it. So it's a win for you. Now, for you as an auditor, it's just a gold mine because you will be confident to speak in a meeting, and there's no option. Everybody's getting into it now. There's no option anyway. So let's another one. Um, Will the interview be ready available anytime on YouTube? Yes. So another question, would it be available anytime? Yes. If you can't make it, that's okay. It's always available all the time. So you can always jump in at any time if you want to. So that's not a problem at all. So if you miss the a session, you can definitely you can always you can always take advantage of that session and go back there at any point in time. So not a big deal. Let's another one. Is the internship going to be live session? Yes, there's going to be live session, but it's also going to be recorded. So it's live session, but also recorded. So you can always go back and pick it up at any time. You know, Absolutely, yeah, Chris, welcome. So yes, you would have the certificate of completion, and the CP hours would also be there. You will see the hours you used, so you can always use it as the CP hours. Most of us can do that because we put the hours there. You get a certificate of attendance. You have the CP. You can use it for your organization anywhere, and I think that'll be fun. Just come and learn, 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 learn. That's the power in our community. The goal is we want to be the early adopters. We are leaders here. We want to make sure our community are the first to showcase those skill sets. Like I said, we are not claiming to be expert in AI. Nobody is really. All over the world, everybody's learning. But we are early pioneers and early adopters, and we love where we are. That's the position we want to be. All right, more question. All right, somebody said, where's the link to register? Let me quickly show you all, everybody, so that you can easily have access to it. All you need to do is go to academy.skillwith. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, so if you go to academy.skillwith, and I'll post the link in the group real quick. And all you need to do once you're there is you will notice we have the third icon, auditing and security around AI. Just click on it and please just go ahead and register. Now, here's the cool part also. Once you register, I'll show you in a bit. Once you register, you would have access to a lot of information right now because we already uploaded some information. I didn't upload everything so that you show up in class, okay? But what I have is still good. So once you register, make sure you join the WhatsApp group. Please always remember, we'll never call you to provide a pin. Beware of scammers out there, so be mindful. We are security folks, so be mindful. We'll never call you for a meeting ID or a pin. So I'm just trying to show you right now okay, here we go. So once you register, everybody make sure you register. You'll see this link. This is amazing. You have access to some cool data. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. You will notice, let me see, where am I? Okay, here we go. So all the information you need is actually here, people. Where are we? Let me double check. Oh, where am I? Oh, okay, here we go. So all you need to do is go to the AI documentation. Ladies and gentlemen, every one of these documents is what we'll go through in the program. This is pretty awesome. And before the class starts, feel free to jump in. Access control policy, logs of access attempt, anonymization, report on data leakage, result of adversary attack, bias measurement. Number 6, you can download every one of these documents right now. It's already available for you. All right. These documents are some of those things you request from your clients, your business, so that you can understand their current AI model. And to make it even amazing, let me show you one document that is so cool. You know, let me see if I can quickly show you this one. Now, this one is for when we get into the labs. For those of us that are part of my community already, you know what how we do it here, right? So, but this is an amazing AI model that you can actually do a quick assessment based on the responses of your client and showcase your knowledge base. Let me share that real quick with you all. And but it's pretty amazing. Let me see if I can share that with you also. Let's go to share here. If I share, present. Oh, present again. Share. We'll be out in the next 10 minutes. But if you have questions, please feel free to keep asking. But let me show you what some of the documents will look like here. I hope you can see my screen. So you're going to do an actual assessment. As you're working on the assessment, ladies and gentlemen, we have a template here that will be automatically showing you the maturity of different areas where you stand in your organization, which is pretty awesome, really. So you can actually start seeing how to assess organization, the response, the privacy measure they have, their threat intelligence integration, their bias testing. You can start scoring them immediately in real time. So we're going to use this. You would have access to that template too, which is good. So somebody asks, where do we register? academy.skillway.com. Feel free to bounce on it right now. And you can go to skillway.com also, everybody. Skillway.com. You can also jump there real quick. Let's take some other question. Please, if you don't mind, thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you, awesome. If you don't mind, please click the like button. This is the way YouTube would get more people to visit our website. Also, please, if you don't mind, indulge us. Slam the like button, please, if you don't mind. Thank you, Elaine. You're awesome. Thank you. That's so thoughtful of you. Somebody said I could not register before because you've registered before. I think you should be able to register. I'm not sure why not. Sometimes you might just use a different browser. That should help also. Okay, let's turn on. Okay, somebody said, is there an AI tool that converts AI generative article to human-like generative article? There are a couple of tools out there. I don't recollect right now, but I know there are so many tools out there that can make it sound. I know Grammarly tries to do a good job to make it human-like. There are so many tools out there that will make it sound like a human, really, most of the time. Now, don't forget again, AI is not meant to take over our thinking, right? The AI model is to augment our work so that we can, customize appropriately, prompt appropriately, then get something meaningful. Because if I'm your leader and I see that you're just giving cut and paste of AI, not customizing to our business, I'll challenge you really. So make sure you're more intentional about it also. All right, somebody asked another question. How do we get materials for the program? I just showed you the link. Once you register, you have access to the materials right now, actually. Okay, so jump on it at the moment right now. Somebody asked me also the cyber GRC program. Yes, we have a cyber security program coming up in August 3rd. It's a very hands-on project also. The market has been really good recently. I can't even explain why. The last 7 weeks in our community, we've had 13 offers, right? We'll take that. We know it's not always guaranteed, but we'll always put our best and to make us successful as much as possible. Let's see another question. Please feel free to ask your question. Now, remember again, all of us are learning together AI. So I love it because nobody can claim expert on it about AI at the moment. So which is great. So we're all learning together at the moment. What about DevOps? Well, we don't train DevOps, but definitely in terms of security around DevOps, there's the DevSecOps, right? So how to implement cybersecurity around that. Cyber Deep. Okay, somebody's asking about Cyber Deep. Cyber Deep is a technical cybersecurity class that is also coming on pretty soon. If you don't mind, let me quickly share real quick for those of you asking those questions. So I don't mislead you with the wrong information. I'll just show you the the website so we can look at it together, the upcoming time for those programs. So if you go to skillway.com, it will show us. Let me see if I'm sharing my screen right now. So if you go to skillway.com or academy.skillway, so there's a data analysis camp coming, which is great. You learn how to analyze data with with AI tool. Amazing. The August 3rd program is coming. Yeah, that's here. The Cyber Deep class is going to be sometime in August, most likely, but more information will come about that. And for those of us that don't know what that is, it's just a program that focuses on technical class in cybersecurity, how to use tools like Nexus, Wireshark, and so many other tools out there. It's really Kali Linux, OpenVAS, amazing training out there. But that's going to be August, I believe, so maybe in a few weeks from now. All right. Any other question, please? Yesterday, hopefully that was helpful. Okay, somebody said, what is the price of the GRFC program? The program is $7.99. You can see that. For the upcoming program, there's an early bird going on right now. I think it ends in 4 days or so. And there's a coupon code called, I think it's GRID10, GRID10, I believe. I just sent it to you all. Yesterday, you should have that information I sent. So you can use that to get 10% off before the early bird ends. Give us the schedule. The schedule is there. Once you click on this, it's typically Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. Saturday 2 to 4:30 Central Time, Sunday 2 to 4:30 Central Time. Then on Wednesdays 8 to 9:30 Central Time. And again, the expectation is still every day put 1 hour of study time. We should be fine. Then within your group, we have group work where we work together. Also, we expect you to put 1 hour a week within your group. If you follow the script, we stand a good chance. Yes, we are not of the illusion anything is automatic or guaranteed. But one thing I know, anytime we work together in good faith, we always stand a chance. All right, let's see another one. Can it do interview for us? Oh, somebody said the coupon does not work actually. It's called GRID10, GRID10. It should work. If it does not, I'll probably ping my team later. It says, can the AI tool do interview for you? Well, Destiny, I'm not sure we want the AI tool to do the interview for you, okay? But for now, we believe so much in you. Put the work and discipline. We should be fine. All right, any other question? Folks, it's an honor, privilege to be part of your story. I know for most of us, it's the beginning of a new journey. One thing we do in our community very well is that we try to make sure we want our team to be the best in the world, really. We are very intentional about it. Anyone in our community, the expectation is that we put excellence in what we do. You must be the best in what you do. Put the work, put the discipline, no shortcut. We want you to be leaders in what you do, really, because it's open doors for other people when you're a leader. Leaders are the ones that make hiring decisions. So we want you to be leaders, be very intentional about it, your desire for it, and you are more than able to do it. You are capable. That's the reality of it. Don't sell yourself short. We believe so much in you. I challenge you. Believe in yourself also. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a delight. And if you need to reach us, I'll just text the number on WhatsApp. You can also text, and we'll be happy to reply. I text the number. You can text on WhatsApp. We'll be happy to, reply you with questions and follow up. Be part of it. Make sure you go and register. Share it with other people to be part of it, to register also. It's going to be transformation experience for a lot of lives. So we can't wait to see you, and let's have fun together on Saturday. Remember, again, we'll never call you for a code. Beware of scammers, and people would always try to, scam our folks. So be careful. I wish you Godspeed. Enjoy the rest of the day. We'll talk soon, everybody. Enjoy the music. It's a beautiful music. Believe it or not, it's one of our AI music. It's lovely. We love it. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the day. Please don't forget to like us before you go. Like, please. Eyes on you. Make sure you like. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine. Still we Academy.
your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine.